Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It's your turn, Libra. How are you? Happy Sunday. As I throw these cards, you might get this later in the evening on a Sunday or maybe on Monday morning, but I am here to give you a weekly reading. Let's find out what's going on for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And hey, thanks for coming back if that's what you're doing. If you're the person who keeps coming back, my loyal Libras, thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new and you just showed up here to these shenanigans, welcome here. I hope you'll stay. Whether you are here all the time or not, if I'm coming through your feed anyway, maybe you just want to hit the subscription button. It's no big deal to you, but it's a huge deal for me. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you like this content, a thumbs up would be so appreciated. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about the extended if you're interested in that, and I'll tell you about private reads if you're interested in that. Hang out for that. Let's find out what's going on for you. This is a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter reading. This is, look, time is not linear. It is fluid. So this could resonate for you today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. That means that there's some stuff hanging out in the archives there, friends, that maybe might resonate for you today because we're not all in the same timeline, right? All right, Libra, let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what's going on for Libra. We come up with the Page of Swords. Interesting. We've got the Six of Swords. Oh, well, we asked for air energy and we got it, didn't we? And then we've got the Eight of, interesting, the Eight of Swords. So I said interesting because I was getting a song at the same time I put down this card. I am hearing AJR, I'm hearing the Big Goodbye, but the part of the song that came through, why are all my friends leaving me behind? So the song that is the Big Goodbye isn't what you think it is if you haven't heard it yet. It's about, the transition of going from a small town band to Hollywood, right? That's what they were talking about. And so, all I'm hearing is, why are all my friends leaving me behind? This is what it feels like here. Somebody feels like they're being left behind. I feel like there is an observation process going on for you here right now, Libra. And the Six of Swords is what you are observing. You can see these people, they're getting in the car. It's time to go home. We've already filled our bellies, filled our bags, and it's time to move on. And so, why are all my friends leaving me behind? So maybe your friends aren't leaving you behind. Maybe you're the one leaving somewhere, leaving a group of people, leaving the city, moving somewhere else. Maybe your career is taking you elsewhere. Leaving me behind, it means like I feel like you're leaving something in the rear view mirror is what it looks like. And it feels like you could be quitting a job, maybe going to something new. But also, I think in the rear view mirror is 2025, no? That's what it feels like. So you're leaving some things behind, and maybe you feel like people are leaving you behind. And I think that's why I got it with the Eight of Swords when I put down this card here, because it feels like you're overthinking something. It's like you can't get out of your head. You can't move forward. You can't make the decision to move forward, and therefore you feel like you're being left behind. So I feel like the Page of Swords is observing everybody leaving you behind, or I feel like this might be your interpretation, but it's because you can't make the decision to get out of your head and you're kind of trapped here. You feel like your hands are tied. You're watching everyone else move forward in their lives and you can't move forward because you feel a little bit trapped in the mind. We've got the Death card here. Look, you are going to get out of this place, Libra. I feel like there is some sort of a transformation or transition that is showing up here. And it's interesting that it shows up touching the Six of Swords and the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords, because this is you observing people leaving or leaving you behind, or you leaving other people behind. And then the Death card shows up and says, look, this is not dying. This is transition. This is something that's ending so something else can begin. And we do have the Moon in reverse. And what this plan is going to be revealed to you. The reason that you are in this place of the Eight of Swords at this time is because it's not time for you to move forward. I say that at the beginning of the readings all the time, right? This may not This may not make any sense for you, and it's not supposed to if you're not in this place right now in the situation I'm talking about. So if you're not transitioning right now, this reading would not be for you, and that's not hurting my feelings, to be honest. I'm just reading the energies of the cards as they arrive. So I feel like with the moon in the reverse, something here is going to be revealed to you. I think that the thing is going to be revealed to you is why it feels like everybody's moving on and leaving you behind, or why you feel left behind. We have the Page of Wands. It feels like that something is transitioning or transforming. It's already in motion, Libra, and it feels like there is something exciting that's about to be revealed to you that's going to show you why you've been in this place where you've felt stuck in your mind for so long. It feels like there's some sort of big reveal that's coming up here, and it's going to be revealed to you as to why you've been stuck. Bottom of the deck is the World card. Look. God, I love tarot. I'm telling you, it never ceases to amaze me. I've been reading it for years and it still never ceases to amaze me. The World card is here, and this is your accomplishment. This is your milestone, my friend. You see it as a place that you're being trapped in, but I feel like this is your milestone or your achievement. There's something that's coming to the end. Look, the World card could mean it's the end of the year. It's the end of the year and you feel like everybody's moved past you and you aren't really moving, but I feel like something is going to be revealed to you. We've got the Queen of Wands, that you're about to make a really big, bold move. Libra, I think that I'm talking to someone who gets stuck here, and then you move slower than everybody else, so you feel like you're being left behind. And so you do major leaps, I'm going to say. So maybe you stay doing the same thing for 2 or 3 years, and then boom, you leap. And you make some sort of really big progress in your life. I feel like this is something that is going to be revealed to you here. Gosh, what is he saying? I'm trying to hear the lyrics, and when I get into a channel, it's hard for me to hear the lyrics. Why are all on my mind? Yeah. Feels like you're all leaving me behind, but really it's you that's moving forward and leaving everyone else behind. But I don't think you see it that way. Tell me about the Six, and I think you're scared to move forward, to be honest. The Six of Swords has the Three of Swords in the reverse. It has the Queen of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So it does feel like this is sort of an emotional thing for you. I think you want to move forward. You want to go. You want to quit the job. You want to start the career. You want to build the business. Whatever it is, I feel like you want to do something for yourself. But I feel like this is such an emotional time for you because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to depart from them. You don't want to cut off friendships. You don't want to leave the workplace you've been at. You know, these people feel like your family. And I feel like it's inevitable that you move, though, because the Wheel of the Year is here. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It is going to be an emotional cycle, an emotional movement process for you, whether that means you're actually moving from one state to another, one province to another, moving from one condition to another, one situation to another. It feels like this is the natural movement of things. What's going to be revealed to you is that transition or transformation is here, and that when the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's inevitable. When death is here with the Wheel of Fortune, something is ending currently because you're moving ahead, you're moving forward, and it's destined. And you can't fight destiny, and that's the thing. And so I feel like you feel as though you want to stay in this Eight of Swords, and maybe you're comfortable there, but you're being pulled along, and I feel like this is going to be something that's very overwhelming or overly emotional for you. It feels like all your nerve endings are sticking out, and you know that it's inevitable that things change, but I don't think you want things to change. So you're observing all the things that are changing right now, and that is the Page of Swords and the Death card. We do have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that you finally have given yourself the permission to be vulnerable enough to see it. I feel like I think your eyes have been covered and you've been trying to ignore that everything is changing, and now you know that because everything is changing, you must change as well. So I feel like the Page of Swords is opening up your eyes by bringing up everything to the surface from the underneath and letting you see exactly what's going on here. We have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the thing is this, I think you've been grinding, I think you've been working, I think you've been working on whatever the Eight of Pentacles is. You've become the subject matter expert on something. You've looked at all the details and the analytics, and it's like you've perfected or honed something. Right in my mind's eye right now, Charlie, my guide, is showing me somebody who's pulled a sword out of the fire and is hammering on it. It feels like this year has been the preparation process for you, but it's been hammering on you hard, Libra. That's what it feels like. But the Page of Pentacles here tells me that something is about to come of it, because the Page of Pentacles is clarifying the Page of Swords. And so these are students. These are people who are learning things, and it's now not only in the mind, it's not only things you're observing, it's now starting to take shape in the 3D. It's going to become something you can touch, something you can hold, and the Eight of Pentacles tells me you are prepared for it, more prepared than you think you are, but first you must learn to be vulnerable to this transition or this transformation. I feel like something that is quite exciting, a spark of genius, a spark of excitement, is about to show itself to you here with the moon energy. First, I want to clarify what's going on with the Eight of Swords, because I feel like this almost might be a little bit of a comfort zone for you. The Eight of Swords, that you're the happiest when you're by yourself in your head, thinking about all the details. We've got the Five of Wands. This is what's holding you back, though. This is what's giving you indecision. The Five of Wands is just that. It's the internal argument of, I haven't come to the perfect conclusion. I feel like my hands are tied and I'm never going to come to the perfect conclusion. So it makes you feel a little bit wobbly, or a little bit like things are going so fast that it's hard for you to keep up. It feels like it is a time for you to figure out what it is that you are going to do. Are you going to stay where you are, or are you going to move forward? We have the Seven of Pentacles. You could just continue to keep your head down and keep waiting and keep wondering and keep working. But I feel like this Five of Pentacles is telling me that it's almost like this Five of Pentacles is like you looking at the old self. You used to be a person who was so within yourself that you didn't look up, that you didn't look for help. I just deserve this. I deserve to be stuck here. But now we have a person in this picture who's actually looking at this other person saying, you know, I've gotten myself out of this place where, you know, this person seems like they possibly could be homeless, somebody who is always looking down, trying to repair things that possibly they're doing the same thing over and over again. But I feel like this might be you. You're a person who's moved out of this stage into this stage, and possibly you're looking at a place where you could help others. It feels like this is where your comfort zone is. If I'm not helping others, who am I? If I take off the label of the person who prepares the food, the person who takes care of my friends, the person who plays psychologist, if I take off all of those labels, then who am I? Am I going to be leaving myself on the outside looking in? It feels like somebody here is holding themselves back by fighting the natural flow of things, which is the Two of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to be on wobbly legs. Yes, it's going to be hard to get your balance. Yes, things are moving really quickly. But I feel like if we look at the Five of Pentacles by itself, yes, it is lack. It is lack. I'm looking at lack, but I also feel like you are looking back at where you've come from as opposed to where you are. And maybe this isn't the perfect state, right? Because this person is still a little bit tattered, still got a crutch, still have their shoes all tattered, their jackets tattered. This is not the place where you're going to stay. This is a transitional place where things are moving really quick and you're trying to keep up. I feel like somebody here has been doing a lot of grinding, doing a lot of working hard on something. And I feel like this here, this moon in reverse, which is a reveal of something you didn't see, something that the moon is always things that you don't see. It's things that aren't as they seem. And then the Page of Wands being here tells me something is about to be revealed to you, my friend. And the whole situation is a lot better than you think it is. And I think that what is revealed to you is going to make you excited. We do have the Five of Swords. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Knight of Cups. It feels like this, what is being revealed to you is the Five of Swords is the place where you are arguing with yourself in the mind. The Two of Swords is the place where you are kind of blocked. I don't know if I should move forward. Maybe I should just keep everything that I know under the surface. But the Knight of Cups is the one who's now going to open their heart. It took me a long while to get here. I'm going to open my heart. It feels like somebody here is, if this is a romantic reading for you, it does feel like somebody is seeing their worth finally. I am the Knight of Cups. I do deserve love. I do deserve romance. It feels like somebody here has almost been in a place of punishing themselves. But what is going to be revealed to you is that you have been punishing yourself by not moving forward and feeling like you weren't worth it. But I want you to notice how far you've come. Because although I don't usually see this particular, the Five of Pentacles as this, I almost see this as you looking back at your former self to see how far you've come. And I feel like the next step out of the Five of Pentacles is you stepping into the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Good Cheer is here. So I feel like you've blocked yourself from this heart space or feeling things because I feel like you feel people are leaving you behind and it feels very emotional. But I feel like what you can do is you can move forward and get out of this block if you want to. It feels like that is an exhilarating or exciting thing that is kind of in your chest as maybe a little bit of anxiety. But I feel like something is changing here that is going to make you feel excited about this transition and not necessarily sad about it. Look, the Sun is here. We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have light that's being shone on this thing. We've got this glowing light above the Ace of Candles. It's the Ace of Wands, which is the excitement. We do have the Sun here. I feel like the Sun is here to give you clarity about where you've been, where you've headed, and why you've been stuck in this place for so long. I feel like some of you are going to be dragged kicking and screaming into the next year, into the new year or into the new cycle, because destiny is here and it's time to move. And I feel like it's going to take, someone's going to be hard pressed to drag you out of the Eight of Swords, because I think that's become the comfort zone. So when it's revealed to you that the Sun is actually here and it's time to get excited that you no longer have to be in this blocked energy, that you deserved this Knight of Cups energy all along, whether you are the Knight of Cups or you are thinking of getting involved with somebody emotionally, it feels like here that the Sun is here to spread light on the subject and to let you know that there is clarity in having some sort of a breakthrough, but you're going to have to change how you think in order to get what you want. So we do have the Seven of Wands, which is the place where you're kind of hiding behind the boundaries or hiding behind this place of, okay, well, I think I could stand up and do what I'm supposed to do here, but it's a little bit terrifying. But that person has the Ace of Wands in their hand. And so it feels like things are about to pick up, I would say. Look, you're about to step into some new vibration. We've got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. So either this is a person of influence for you, or this might be you. Oh, look. This is a magical combination for me as a reader. As a reader, I feel like this is what's happening. You have been fighting and pulling back and holding back. You don't want to be the Queen of Swords. You don't want to be the one who's seen as with the one with the unpopular opinion, the one who is just going to tell the truth, whether people get offended or not. And listen, people get offended, and that is their choice. Choosing to be offended. Being offended is a choice. You can choose not to be offended, but some people do. So the Queen of Swords isn't worried about whether you're offended or not, because the truth doesn't care whether you like it. And I feel like what you've been doing here, holding yourself back, overthinking everything, that you think people aren't going to like you if you turn into the Queen of Swords. But look, the Queen of Swords is who is growing you into the Empress. The Empress is Libra. I'm just saying, Libra and Taurus. So I feel like this is the last lesson for you before you start moving forward here with the Ace of Wands. Finally, you've got some light, you've got a breakthrough, and look, the Ace of Pentacles is here, something brand new, a very solid opportunity for you to step out from behind the Seven Wands here and stop blocking yourself from your brilliance. Stop blocking your brilliance, my friend. You need the transition. You do need it, but I think that you're afraid of it. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk way more about this. If you're interested in coming into the extended, then please look at the top of all the comments. There is a pinned comment there. If you would like, you could click on the more, and when it opens up, it'll tell you how to purchase this particular one outright, or you can go to the membership area where you will get 4 extendeds in a month. So if you'd like to do that, please click on the membership link. And if you're interested in a private read, if this makes sense to you and you're wondering what happens with your personal energy, because we're in a general reading, right? Then please click the link to Hypsee. Take a look at my pricing. My readings that are pre-recorded begin at $25 and go up from there. And I also do have times when I am online doing live readings in text, in video, and on through phone calls. So if you want to do that, you can get anywhere between 5 and 75% off those readings. I'm going to go to the extended. If that's where you want to be, then come along with us. You know how to get there now. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because, well, I'm always back. I can't stay away from y'all. I'm going to go. Take care. Bye-bye.